There's a distinctly Bavarian flavour to this G7 summit. So when US President Barack Obama arrived in this German Alpine retreat, a mid-morning pint of Weissbier was priority number one. Or was it more about showing unity in front of the cameras? There was even time for a couple of jokes.
I have to admit that I forgot to bring my lederhosen, but I'm going to see if I can buy some while I'm here.
Before setting a more serious tone.
We're going to discuss our shared future, a global economy that creates jobs and opportunity, maintaining a strong and prosperous European Union, forging new trade partnerships across the Atlantic, standing up to Russian aggression in Ukraine.
That conflict looks likely to dominate. There are signs America's European partners may toughen their stance on Russia.
My intention is that today we reconfirm the G7 unity on the sanctions policy. So let me state clearly, given the current situation, if anyone wants to start a debate about changing the sanctions regime, the discussion could only be about strengthening it.
Greece isn't on the official agenda, but fears of a global fallout if it leaves Europe's single currency persist here.
I'm waiting for an alternative proposal of our Greek counterparts. I don't have a personal problem with Alexis Tsipras, right by the contrary. He was my friend, he's my friend, but friendship, in order to maintain it, has to observe some minimal rules.
There are divergent views between these leaders on both issues, but in this serene setting, there was little sign of that. The only clashes came at the security perimeter, where 5 anti-G7 protesters were arrested.
There are, of course, a whole range of other issues up for discussion, but the public emphasis has been on Ukraine, perhaps above all else, and a determination here to show common purpose. Russia's exclusion may have consequences, of course, but for now, it looks certain to continue. Henderson, CCTV, Garmisch in the Bavarian Alps.